Okay, next on list here. We have this video to talk about. Let's talk about it's courtesy of the Fire in the Kids subreddit, so bring up those guys. The title of the video is The Schaub Chronicles, the Travis Browne beef. It's 14 minutes long. God damn. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to maybe watch a bit of it and then we're going to pause it when the fight comes on. But this is pretty funny. Let's just check this out then. The Schaub Chronicles, the Travis Browne beef. Let's see what this is saying. Chapter 1, cooking up the beef. P.F. Chang's, big up my homeless cats. Get your aprons on. Brendan would run the rust. Amazing. Brother Rusty dated in 2013. Loads. Is he angry already? Are they arguing on the carpet? What's happening there?
What if you guys got back together again? That might be a good move for you right now.
You might start texting.
They broke up some time before Brendan's fight.
Believe me. I wish they would. I did her.
Give her another chance.
I did her a favor, man. I'm not the guy for the job. I'm just not, man.
Yeah. Not man enough.
I'm
too
you know
much
what?
woman there.
I'm too much. I'm too much.
What?
Too much.
Man?
Yeah, she needs a guy who's gonna take a back seat. That's not me. She also
Really?
needs a guy who's
What?
gonna say yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Well, she's surrounded by she's so
Right.
successful. She's surrounded.
Yo, imagine saying this about your ex-girlfriend. Like on live air. Like imagine. This guy, man. I didn't know he said this about her. Like I understand you can end on bad terms, but imagine saying this about your ex-girlfriend on one of the most popular fucking podcasts in the world. No wonder she fucking hates him. And no wonder Travis Browne took it personally when he pummeled him into the floor. Because essentially he's insulting him too. He's basically calling Travis Browne a cuck. Without calling him a cuck, right? He's basically calling him like a simp in some words, right? Like he's basically fucking Ronda Rousey's lapdog or something. Like hilarious! Wow, what did she do to him for him to be like this?
Surrounded by people that war spur and go, yes, that's a great idea. And when I went, I don't think that's a good idea. Now I'm a hater. No. I have no financial gain from you. I don't need anything from you. I've earned everything myself.
I don't think we should have this conversation.
I agree.
Gotta respect
My bad.
for
She-
her
my
because
bad.
she can't.
Thank God Joe Rogan stepped in like a fucking adult, like a grown up. Thank God. Like what the hell was he talking about? Look at Eddie Brother's face. Like bro. Oh, Bo Nickel's about to fight the Great White Hope. Let's see.
defend
You
herself.
started me. You got me
I'm
on.
sorry, I'm not scraggly. We don't want Cy Robertson. You know what I mean? Where it's,
Browne changed camps for his fight with Schaub.
A
He
lot of
moved to
changes
Ronda
for you.
Rousey's
Of course,
fight
you're
camp.
repping the new team right here. So now that the
Dendo
camp is
fights up.
officially over, how would you assess the move now being a part of GFC?
Oh, it was great.
And why would Brendan hate Travis Browne? He seems really chill, doesn't he? He seems really cool. Really chill, really laid back. You know, does his thing, keeps it moving, loves his wife, you know, loves his kid, trains, fucks people up in Octagon, and goes home. Do you know what I mean? Kicks ass, kisses the missus, looks after the baby. Like, all good. He seems pretty chill. Why would Brendan hate him?
You know, I feel ready for this fight. This was a very smooth camp. You know, having Coach Edmond there at every workout to dictate what I did, maybe my next workout. You know, either ramp it up or take a little bit off. Having somebody there to just really kind of take the reins and take control, it helped me a lot. It really took
There's only
a lot.
a couple
off
more
my
minutes
plate.
to go, but if you had to think of like this Travis Browne situation where he leaves Jackson's and now he's training with Edmond, is that a good thing?
2 months
Or
before
do
the
you
fight
think
with Travis Browne.
that shows any sign of like, sometimes people are in a state of turmoil. You know, they feel like they need to change. They lose a little bit
Let's
of
see the
confidence.
hate.
and they
Let's
try to
hear the
switch
hate.
things up.
Let's hear the
Is
hate.
it good to switch things up? Or is it?
It can be good. Listen, I moved
Right.
to LA and switched things up. Obviously, I know Rhonda very well, and I know that camp pretty well, I would say. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I think it's a great thing for me that he's training there. I'll put it like that without going into details.
What did you just say?
Shit.
It's a good thing for you or a good thing?
Good
Wait a minute,
thing
it's
for
a good
him.
thing for you.
Good thing for him.
He's
That's what he
It's a
training
good thing for me.
That's what he said.
Whoa.
He would say that though, even if he didn't even mean it.
No, I promise I would. I would say I just wouldn't say shit.
Right.
I'm 100% dead seriously, Joe. I have no reason. You know.
Think he made a mistake by going to that team?
100%.
Whoa. What if he hears this and changes his mind?
don't give a fuck.
Considering how this ended,
Wow.
oh my
so
God,
do you
Brendan.
Brendan,
I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him. Yeah.
You used
It's
to
more
train.
about me,
Did
man.
you used to train there?
Look at Callan
Where?
sucking him off.
No.
Aurora
Never
Schaub.
trained with.
Shut up, Brian.
Nope.
You never trained with Edmund, but you did
Oh,
do some
because you
training
might
at
have like
Jackson's.
you might have someone telling you how they're training because you know
No,
people,
not
you have
at all.
connections.
Not at all.
Is that what you mean?
Nope, not even close. I
I'm
would
sure you
never
heard
do
about
that.
this. Brendan saying on the Joe Rogan podcast that it was kind of a mistake for you to go there. What's your response to that?
People make uninformed comments all the time, and he doesn't know me as an athlete. He doesn't even know me as a
Try
man.
this.
So,
Exactly, yeah.
for somebody to make a comment like that, it's just uninformed, and it is what it is. It's his opinion, and everybody's entitled, I guess.
Speaking of opinions, I had Edmund on my show this Monday, and he said that he feels as though Brendan can't fight for SHIT. Those were his words.
Wow.
The expletive. Do you agree with that statement?
That's not my. Right
Travis
now,
Browne is such a good
my job
dude,
is to go out there
man.
and perform on Saturday
Look
night.
how humble he was
What I
being.
think about him.
Travis Browne had every opportunity, every right to shit on Brendan right now. Because Edmund basically leaked it and said Brendan's never been rated. So from time, no one thought Brendan was good at fighting. He already said from time, Brendan can't fight for shit. Now, given the opportunity to shit on Brendan, Ariel Helwani gives fucking Travis Browne the layup, and he says, nah, that's good, man. I'm going to be humble. So this makes me think, you remember Travis Browne is smashing Brendan on the floor, and he starts saying stuff to him? I wonder if he says to him, was it a mistake now that I've moved to camp? Was it a mistake? Was it a mistake? Tell him it's a mistake. Tell me it's a mistake.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if he's the champ. It doesn't matter if he's, making his debut. Whether he can fight or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going out there to get paid. And
Brendan
to
Schaub,
knock
who
him out.
meets Travis Browne this Saturday
Look at
night
Brendan.
live on pay-per-view. Brendan, it's good to see you again. I like the beard. It's a new look for you.
It's like a playoff beard. You know how hockey teams do it and baseball. So it's the kind of the Schaub team playoff beard.
So you'll shave it afterwards.
Shave it down. I like the look, man. I'm trying to look like you. We kind of look like brothers.
Some have said the nose, the forehead.
Well, your nose.
The nose is a little bigger.
for sure.
How about the forehead?
Yeah, we have the same hairline.
If we lose some hair, if we have a receding hairline, we'll just have a normal forehead.
Right, we're good, man. Our eyebrows were at the touch over here. Yeah, man. I'm
Well,
not.
it is good to see you again. Since you were so disappointed,
Back
in
on
that
their
performance,
friends.
do you
Back on
feel
their
there's
friends.
pressure on you
Hello.
to kind of right that wrong in this fight, to do something spectacular so people stop talking about it.
Not really. I don't think people are talking about that much. It was a horrible fight. The decision, for sure. They're talking about the decision. I think the pressure's more on Travis Browne. He's number 3 in the world. He's number 3 in the world. He switched camps. Pressure's on him, man. I'm going out there having fun.
So let's talk about this switching of camps. It was, obviously well documented that you said on the Joe Rogan podcast that it was not in his best interest to make this move, to put it mildly, right? Can you expand on that? Why do you feel that way?
Really, it's just leaving.
Let's be fair, man. I wish fucking Dana White wasn't such a piece of shit and would actually be cool with Ariel. We do miss Ariel not being around for UFC fight cards, innit? And not interviewing fighters and stuff. He gets the best interviews. Say what you want about the guy, whether you like his technique or not, but he's able to pull out the best from fighters. Like, he's kind of like half goading, half teasing. Do you know what I mean? Like, approach and just inquisitive and really kind of into it. He's really able to kind of really get you in there. But for every reason, man, like, Dana White fucking, would rather have journalists on there that are going to slob his knob as opposed to having someone that's going to actually challenge people and stuff. He's actually really good at his job, man. I wish we could have him more on there, but hey, it is what it is.
Jackson's. I've trained there. You're leaving the stable of some of the best fighters in the world to, I live in Los Angeles area. I go to every gym. I know the layout and the groundworks of mixed martial arts in Los Angeles, and I just think he made a wrong choice.
He should have stayed in Albuquerque, in your opinion.
No, I don't know his situation in Albuquerque. It might have been a disaster there. Maybe they're.
So what are you saying then, mate? You're not saying stay. What are you saying?
I don't know what it is that.
What are
made
you
him
saying
leave.
then?
So I can't comment on that. I know there's better camps to go to.
So I had Edmund Tarverdyan on my show on Monday. I don't know if you heard about this, but he
of course, I don't
read
read social
you wanted
media.
to work with him at some point, and it didn't work out, and that's why you're saying these things.
Oh,
No, it's absolutely not true. I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
doesn't this sound very similar to when he said about on the fucking short show? He's got the same mannerisms, isn't it? I don't know. That didn't happen. No. Did you? What's happened to when Schultz says? What happened when he took Andy Lederman on the fucking trug walk? I don't know. That didn't happen. That's impossible. It's the same sort of mannerisms. It's hilarious.
Perhaps more eye-grabbing was him saying that he felt as though you couldn't fight for expletive. That was his quote. Brendan, Edmund, what's your response to that?
I can't be bothered by it. I don't care. Man. It's like Kimbo Slice's jiu-jitsu coach making fun of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you're Ronda's striking coach. She wins every fight by submission, really. You know, so I don't care, man. He's putting more pressure on Travis.
So, it has also been talked about how Ronda is the one on that team that's winning, but some of the other fighters have struggled as of late. So do you think that too much stock is being put into him? Like we're kind of getting blinded by Ronda's success and not looking at what the others are doing?
Listen, even if, I don't know Edmund. He might be the greatest boxing trainer in the world. However, the credit should be going to Ronda's mom. If Ronda's mom was in Travis's corner, I'd be shitting bricks right now. Ronda's mom's a beast, man. She's the one that created this monster, Ronda Rousey. Not Edmund. To take credit for that's crazy. Like I said, it'd be like walking to the Kimbo Slice gym and his jiu-jitsu coach is selling you on, striking. It doesn't work like that.
How do you see the fight playing out?
I like the disrespect for Kimbo Slice's coaches as well. He goes on like him and Kimbo Slice are best friends, but the blatant disrespect of Kimbo Slice's fighting ability, teasing it like this, and just talking in general about his camp is really telling. Even though he tries to make it seem like him and Kimbo were best buds and he was crying and shit, acting like they were really close. It's like, come on, Brendan, man. God almighty.
Vision it.
But it also is a bit more embarrassing for him that he said all this stuff about Ronda Rousey striking, which we all can say isn't the greatest. I think Joe Rogan gassed her up. Remember when Joe Rogan said, what Joe Rogan say? He could beat up loads of men, which is crazy. But it's probably more embarrassing that Travis Browne switched camps before the fight. Was it 2 weeks before the fight? And still striked fucking Brendan in the fight. Under fucking Ronda Rousey's guidance. So,
Yeah, when I vision, I just think I have too many ways to win, But I got some other friends coming.
Well, like who?
Like,
what do you got?
What do you got, man?
VIPs?
Maybe a little Jeremy Piven, maybe Ari Gold.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. What can you do?
I think he was on your podcast recently.
He was on the Fire and the Kid. And
so Hollywood now.
Not really Hollywood, man. Just trying to be like you.
Also, they had Jeremy Piven on before he got cancelled and after he got cancelled. That's pretty decent. That's when you know the Fire and the Kid was big back in the day. The Fire and the Kid were able to get Jeremy Piven on, that was on Entourage. I think his name was Ari Gold on there. And then they got him on after he got cancelled for all this stuff. And now Jeremy Piven's a fucking stand-up comedian. That's what always happens to Hollywood guys. Whenever they get cancelled, they're going to stand-up, which is hilarious.
Just I'm pretty good on camera, pretty good on the radio, and we got a good podcast, so it's good. Life's good, man.
Here we go. Actually, I shouldn't play this, should I? I'm probably gonna get taken down by the UFC, aren't I? The fight took place. Okay. Do you think they're gonna take me down if I play this?
University of Colorado actually made the Buffalo Bills practice squad as well. So
people are saying yeah, they will, innit? They're gonna take me down, aren't they? Okay, cool. People are saying yeah, they're gonna take me down. So the weigh-in should be okay. I think the weigh-in. Then I won't play the fight.
Legend Mirko Krokop in the UFC, 11-4 record. He's also part of a very popular podcast that you may have heard about, Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen, and he's also an Ultimate Fighter 10 finalist.
Okay, pause it. Okay, cool. Let's just fast. People say fast forward. Okay, let me fast forward it. But there's Travis Browne looking juicy. Fuck, man, that guy's a unit, innit? He's really jacked. You don't really see it because he carries himself very, 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 very calm. Like he's kind of like a chilled guy. He doesn't really, he's not like a Joe Rogan guy, is he? Like really bragging about his size. Look at him face to face. Oh, look at them! Brendan's never looked really ripped, innit? It's interesting, don't you think so? I wonder what that's about. Maybe that's why Brendan hates on like actors that get really jacked. Brendan's never been Brendan was 6'4" and 244 pounds, but he's never looked really tight in his body, does he? He's never ever looked that way. Okay, the fight happens. Travis Browne's on top. God almighty, flatten him out on the front. Oh mate, this is so. After everything happened, people lose fights all the time, but this must be one of Brendan's most embarrassing fights. To be fair, I remember watching this as well. Like he got absolutely rocked in it. Got hit with a hand. Got taken down. got laid out. Okay, cool. This is the end of the end when it happens after, right? After getting finished, the conclusion. Brendan explains the trash talk. Look how humble he looks now compared to how he was before the fight.
You know, I caught a little flack for the trash talking, right? Take notes, you dummies. Take fucking notes for the rest of these guys. When you have two
Oh my God, Brendan, man, he can't even accept a loss with humility.
title fights ahead of you, you want people talking about your fight. So with the Travis Browne fight, it's like, all right, Travis doesn't talk trash. He just doesn't. That's not his MO. So I'm like, all right, I have to market this fight somehow. I wasn't on the countdown for the UFC, so the way I put a package together, and I do this myself, I pitch a sponsor, do a countdown video on us, we'll release it, and then we'll get some hype around that way. So when you break down Travis Browne, it's like, all right, how do we get people excited about this? All right, do we make fun of Travis's skills? No, he's one of the best in the world, beats some of the very best guys in the world. He's fucking 6'6", 245 pounds.
6'7".
6'7". Can't make fun of that, right? You're not going to make fun of that. So what is the one thing we can point out? Well, he switched camps. The only way I'm going to get him talking is going to be super sensitive about that. So we attack that. I attack Edmund. I attack Travis on that. We get a huge response, do we not? Edmund talks stuff. Travis gets offended. Now people are interested in.
Do we not? He's acting as if like he did this with these border directors or something. That was just you being fucking salty and trying to fucking flex and dunk on him. And then he did what you're meant to do as a fighter and spoke in the ring with his hands and his legs and his feet and his elbows. Do you know what I mean? That's what he actually did. Like, all of this trash talking like it was by committee or something is horrible. Everyone quiet, listen to him as well. This sounds horrendous after the fact, man. Brendan, man, have some grace. Have some humility, brother.
In the fight. And then when we get to weigh-ins, you saw what happened there. So now people are talking even more about the fight, and they're looking forward to watching the fight. All that is selling the fight, man. So I just remember talking
Brendan
to Mario.
explains the referee may have stopped the fight unfairly. Excuse me? You were laid out on your back covering your face. You had nothing going on, mate. The fight was stopped.
Like, do not stop
Perfect.
it, man. And then he stopped it. And in the back in the locker room, he goes, listen, if you're in trouble and you communicate to me, I'm going to let you go. So that usually I would never talk during a fight because I don't want to get blasted in the fucking face. But I remember talking. That's why I talked to him,
Right.
to get through that round.
You know, he had to stop the fight, though.
Oh, this was the same. Oh my God. This is so doubly embarrassing. I'm just remembering. This was the same podcast when Joe told him you have to quit fighting your shit. Oh my God. This is you'd be surprised. So he lost to Travis Browne. The first podcast after appearing on the JRE post-fight, Joe Rogan lets him talk and make all the excuses in the book, gives him all the grace as a good friend would do, and then really gives him a really good schooling. Like, hey, bro, like, you got absolutely outclassed. Like, Travis Browne is a top 3 contender, and if you want to win the belt, you have to get past someone like that, and you're not even in his league. Do you know what I mean? You might as well just give up now. Like, you've got other things going on for you outside the octagon, but this isn't for you. You're not good enough for this shit. That was doubly embarrassing. Like, his ex-new boyfriend beating the shit out of him in the octagon, humbling him in some regards, and then getting on your friend's podcast and him telling you to give up one of your dreams.
Where you were flattened out like that, and you were just keeping your hands up by your head.
Defend, but when there's no damage. But this,
Right.
I get that. I'm with you, Joe, 100%. Usually you should stop the fight. But if a fighter's communicating clearly to you, I think you have to take it case by case. And like, homeboy's talking to me while defending himself.
You know, Rhonda and I started talking throughout the summer, and you know, I would say now that we are together. She's my woman, and I'm her man. So there's no boyfriend girlfriend stuff. There's no dating. We're together.
Well, congratulations on that. She
I think of everything you've got, or you will.
Big up the Peter Changs, man, dude. Big up. Absolutely amazing. That's fucking quality. I fucking enjoyed that one. That was really bloody good. But yeah, let's get back to, honestly, that was really, really, really good. Well done. It obviously showed up Brendan for being the redact that he is.